Welcome to the Advocast Toolbox, your quick, practical guide to turning advocacy ideas into action. In our most recent COABE Advocast, adult learner Cheyenne Ross shared her powerful experience speaking with lawmakers. Her courage and preparation remind us that advocacy isn't just about policy, it's about people. Today, we're looking at the other side of that equation. How do we, as educators, mentors, and COABE ambassadors, help learners prepare to share their stories with confidence? So before anyone shares publicly, we need a place where it feels safe to practice. In COABE's Ambassador Training, we talk a lot about psychological safety, creating a supportive environment where learners can test ideas, make mistakes, and grow. That might mean holding a small story circle meeting, offering feedback in pairs, or modeling vulnerability by sharing a short story of your own. When people feel seen and respected, they're more willing to be authentic, and authenticity is what makes advocacy powerful. Once trust is built, the next step is helping learners to find purpose behind their story. It might help to ask some guiding questions. So for example, what do you want people to understand after hearing your story? How has adult education changed your life or your community? In the ambassador training, we call this the core message, the one thing you want the audience to remember. Encourage learners to focus on one theme instead of trying to cover everything. Purpose gives the story shape, and shape gives the storyteller confidence. Once the purpose is clear, practice the simple 3-part framework that's part of every COABE storytelling workshop: the before, the during, and the after. So, first, before, what life looked like before adult education. The during, right? What helped them succeed? And after, what has changed and what's next? This structure keeps stories short, memorable, and easy to share in meetings, panels, and media. Encourage learners to write it down, say it aloud, and time it. Under 2 minutes is ideal. I like to say short stories travel faster. So here's something I've learned leading the ambassador training. Confidence matters more than polish. As mentors, our role isn't to script somebody's story. It's to help them feel ready to tell it in their voice. When learners stumble, remind them that authenticity connects more than flawless delivery ever could. Share that lawmakers and community leaders value honesty above all else. And those small affirmations that you provide can go a long way. Right? Some examples for feedback and affirmations. Right? Line about your children, that's the heart of your story. Or that pause you took there made it powerful. Feedback should lift, not flatten. Finally, help learners understand how their stories fit into the larger advocacy picture. A story becomes advocacy when it includes a purpose and an ask, and that could be, please continue funding adult education programs, or support workforce partnerships that include adult learners. In the ambassador training, this is where learners move from telling what happened to explaining why it matters. Remind them their story isn't just personal, it represents millions of others still waiting for their opportunity. Supporting learners and telling their stories is one of the most meaningful parts of our work. When we build confidence, provide structure, and connect personal experiences to advocacy, we amplify every voice in the field. And at COABE, that's what the COABE Ambassador Training is all about: equipping learners and educators to lead, advocate, and inspire change together. So if you would like to learn more about the Ambassador Training, you can visit coabe.org or send an email to sal@coabe.org. I'm Erin Vobornik, and this has been the Advocast Toolbox. Thanks for listening and for helping learners lift their voices for adult education.